Hi there ladies and gentlemen, this is Eastwood for Life Fan here, back with another monthly update, and this is movie pickups update for the month of April 2022. So in this update I have one DVD and mainly Blu-rays and the odd few 4K titles. So we'll start off the only DVD, and this was actually sent to us, part of a trade package from my good buddy Nick, the Last Shoegazer, and this came all the way from the US, and it is the DVD collector's edition of The Sand Pebbles, which is a great Steve McQueen war movie that he made in the 1960s, which I did do a separate video of, and it comes with two cuts of the movie. I do have this on Blu-ray, and you get like a roadshow version, which is the 196-minute version, and the theatrical version, which is on Blu-ray, has the 183 minutes, so 13 minutes difference. So be curious to see how different it is. But yeah, Steve McQueen's probably his finest performance. This one he was actually nominated for an Academy Award, The Sand Pebbles. Onto the Blu-rays now. The first one is a German edition of High Crime. First time released on Blu-ray. This is a Eurocrime movie directed by Enzo G. Castellari, starring Franco Nero, one that I've never seen before. I don't think it even had a DVD release, and this is actually a Blu-ray, but it's shaped in a kind of DVD case. And actually, as this came out, I think a couple of months ago, it's also been announced in the UK that Studio Canal are doing kind of like a cult classics line, and they are also releasing High Crime also. But that one I'm hearing is going to be a slightly shorter version. I'm hearing that one's going to be a 93-minute version, but this one is listed as 99 minutes. So yeah, I might hold off on picking up that edition. But Franco Nero in these Eurocrime movies, he did do another Eurocrime movie the following year in Street Law. That one's a very good one. But yeah, looking forward to checking out High Crime. The next three movies are more Denzel Washington movies. The first few are kind of ones I've never seen before from the early part of his career. This one from the early 1980s. This one's A Soldier's Story, directed by Norman Jewison, and he was the director who directed movies like Fist, and he did go on to make another Denzel Washington movie, The Hurricane, which is one of my Denzel Washington favourites, and he also did do the original Steve McQueen movie, The Thomas Crown Affair. But this one, A Soldier's Story, only two movies I picked up from the Indicator sale, and this one's about a kind of a African American who investigates the murder on a inside a military base, and Denzel Washington's not the main star. But I think Denzel is either in his late 20s or early 30s. One that I always remembered back in the VHS days, especially that cover, but I never got around to watching. And it does come in with the limited edition booklet, A Soldier's Story. And another one from the Indicator sale, also another Denzel Washington movie. This one, Devil in a Blue Dress, directed by Carl Franklin, who he also made another Denzel Washington movie, Out of Sight, which I picked up the previous month, which is a pretty decent cop thriller. This one set in the late 1940s, where Denzel Washington plays an investigator hired to track down a missing woman, and kind of like a scandal storyline. This is also comes together with the limited edition booklet. One I haven't seen, but trailer wise it does look like a decent one. And this one was, I think was from the mid 1990s, so Denzel Washington was more of an established actor. Devil in a Blue Dress. And the final Denzel Washington movie is a US release of Antoine Fisher, and this is actually Denzel Washington's first movie as a director, another one that I hadn't seen. This one, where it's kind of based on a young Navy man who's having problems settling in, and he's forced to kind of see a psychiatrist, and then his childhood gets revealed. It looks like a decent one, and Denzel Washington, not only is he a great actor, but he's a very good director as well. So looking forward to checking out Antoine Fisher. All Denzel Washington movies. The next set of movies, I actually picked up a Lethal Weapon set before, a couple of months back, but this one I'd seen in my local CX store. Looks a whole lot better, and it comes in cases rather than a kind of like a fat pack case of movies. It has all the 4 Lethal Weapon movies, and this is kind of like the full adrenaline fueled collection. And I am kind of a sucker for original movie posters on my physical media copies of the movies, and this is the first Lethal Weapon, and I'm currently watching the Lethal Weapon movies, having a lot of fun revisiting these ones. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover, who kind of one of the best cop buddy franchises. Lethal Weapon 2, hugely successful franchise. Not too sure how I feel about a 5th movie, but we'll have to wait and see. Also starring Joe Pesci in these movies. Lethal Weapon 3. Now they kind of do get sillier as they go along. And the final movie, Lethal Weapon 4. So yeah, much happier with this Lethal Weapon set. Great cop buddy franchise, which were directed by the late Richard Donner. And speaking of Danny Glover, I actually didn't realise that this movie was actually missing from my Predator collection, Predator 2, which was a decent sequel, one I did remember watching in the cinema, starring Danny Glover. This time the Predator ends up on Earth in LA, and he goes up against Danny Glover. Good cast in this one. You do get also Bill Paxton as well as Gary Busey. But yeah, definitely the second best Predator movie in the franchise. The next movie is a UK gangster movie. This is The Business, starring Danny Dyer and also Tamir Hassan. And yeah, these two actors always did these kind of British gangster movies, but this one, along with The Firm, I'll say this one, The Firm was more of a football one, Football Factory type movie, but this one, The Business, yeah, Danny Dyer, he plays like this South London kind of gangster wannabe who moves out to Malaga in Spain, and he tries to hang out with the more bigger kind of crime gangsters over there. But yeah, very funny and entertaining gangster movie, this one. The Business. It's been a while since I've seen this one. More cocaine than Casino, more guns than Goodfellas, and more swearing than Scarface. Yeah, but not as good as those movies, obviously, but very entertaining British gangster movie. Next movie is a horror movie that was sent to us by Nick, part of that trade package. This one is Panic, also known as Satanic Panic, kind of like a horror comedy movie. I did check out the trailer of this one. Looks a fun one where you get a female pizza delivery girl who, on one of her last rounds, she's delivering an order of pizza, and she delivers pizza to a group of Satanists, yeah, some devil worshippers, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, this one looks a bit of a Satanists. It kind of looks a bit of a fun one. And it comes with the slip cover, one I don't know too much about, but the trailer did look, it looked like a funny one. Panic. I also picked up 2 Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. The first one being a collector's edition, which I've been keeping an eye out on this edition, and picked this one up from a eBay seller, Facebook seller I should say, and this is the Film Arena Commando edition, and great action movie from the 80s, Arnold Schwarzenegger, where he plays John Matrix, retired special forces colonel who has his daughter kidnapped, and then he goes after the kidnappers. But yeah, I'll be doing a separate video of this edition. Really happy that I finally tracked this one down, Commando, one of my kind of guilty action movie pleasures. Arnold Schwarzenegger in Commando. And the other Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, definitely not one of my favourites, Junior. It's kind of one that I wanted to pick up for the collection, directed by Ivan Reitman, who made many great comedies. I did direct Twins and Kindergarten Cop. This one definitely not as good as those ones. I actually haven't seen this one since I was hugely disappointed when watching this on cinema release, Junior, starring Danny DeVito again, as he appeared in Twins, and also Emma Thompson. The next movie, yeah, we'll do the 4Ks. Actually, I thought I had a few more. The only 4K that I did pick up, again, this was part of the trade package with The Last Shoegazer, the Kino Lorber release of one of the greatest war movies, The Great Escape, starring Steve McQueen, on 4K. It does come with the slip. And you get the Blu-ray, which has the features and the movie in 4K. Yeah, I wanted to pick it up with the slipcover. Some of these Kino Lorber US slipcover Kino editions do get quite pricey, but stacks of features, and rightly so, because it is a great war movie. Yeah, the only 4K title that I picked up. And we'll go on to some Asian cinema, and shout out time now. Yeah, channel that I've been watching quite a lot goes by the name of TheFanaticalDragon. I think currently he's approaching the 1,000 subs mark. He did have a channel around about the 3,000 sub mark, which accidentally got deleted, but he's resurfaced again, and I've been watching a lot of his videos. An expert in Asian cinema, Hong Kong, Chinese movies, Japanese and Korean movies, mainly in Kung Fu and Shaw Brothers movies. I really do find his channel very informative as I'm going into the genre of martial arts. So yeah, please check him out, TheFanaticalDragon. The link is in the description box down below, and maybe he might sort of convince you to pick up some of these great martial arts movies. So yeah, TheFanaticalDragon. And this one I picked up, Come Drink With Me, a 1966 Shaw Brothers movie, which I'd watched, I think a review that he did on his channel, and it's kind of listed as one of the top martial arts movies, even though it's it's kind of like an early one. This is Come Drink With Me, the 88 Films edition. Really do enjoy these editions, limited ones with the slip covers. Very good, kind of epic martial arts movie, this one, about a kind of ruthless gang of thugs. They kind of kidnap the governor's young son, and they want their imprisoned leader to be released in exchange. And then the governor's daughter, the Golden Swallow, a female expert in sword fighting. She goes to try and free her brother, and she has a bit of trouble on the way against the gang of thugs, only to seek for some help from a kind of drunken kung fu expert dressed as a kind of like a beggar. And yeah, great action movie, this one. I had a lot of fun watching this one. Great sword fighting scenes, and yeah, definitely will be picking up a few more from the same director. I'm actually eyeing up a few more kind of these sword fighting martial arts movies. Yeah, but great title, Come Drink With Me. And I do know there is an American Arrow video release of Come Drink With Me, but this edition I'm happy. Yeah, very good martial arts movie, this one, Come Drink With Me, from the 1960s. And I was in the mood for some more Jimmy Wang Yu. Picked up the One-Armed Boxer after watching The Chinese Boxer and the passing of Jimmy Wang Yu. I thought I'd better pick this one up from Eureka. Yeah, another great martial arts movie. This one from, I think it's the early 70s. Not quite as good as The Chinese Boxer, but kind of a bit more comedic. But yeah, great action scenes. This one, Jimmy Wang Yu. This one, a kind of like a martial arts school, kind of gets taken out by thugs. A lot of the students get killed off, and the master teacher kind of gets killed off. Very similar storyline to Fist of Fury, and Jimmy Wang Yu, the top martial arts kind of expert or student from the school. He actually survives the massacre, only to have his arm kind of taken off, and he has to sort of learn how to fight one-handed to maybe come back and go after the group. But yeah, very good one, this one, and it does come with the booklet. Definitely we'll be picking up some more Jimmy Wang Yu movies. So there you have it, another fine release put out by Eureka. So guys, don't sit on the fence if you can track down this limited slipcover edition of One-Armed Boxer. And we are not done with the martial arts genre. I picked up this beautiful Arrow Video limited collector's edition of a set of 12 Shaw Brothers movies. And this one is Shaw Scope Volume 1. And Shaw Brothers was actually a movie company from Hong Kong that peaked in the 1960s to the 1970s, mainly martial arts movies, but they did do other genres like action movies, horror movies and comedies. But yeah, I'm hearing that they are planning a volume 2 on up and coming from Arrow Video. And this set, you do get 12 movies, loads of special features, and a lot of these movies are getting remastered transfers, and I'm hearing that the restorations are very, very good. And together it comes with a 60-page booklet that talks about the Shaw Brothers company as well as the movies. So yeah, we'll have a look at the set, and you do get this removable J card. And the packaging, actually the movie's actually stored in this kind of book, very protective slip box to carry the load of the book and the movies. The 60-page book, which is going to be a very informative read, especially for someone who's new to these types of movies, which we'll have a look at. And the movies, they come in this beautiful kind of like a book. So Short Scope Volume 1. And the movies, you do get like some artwork on each movie. This is the first movie, King Boxer. Yet to see any of these movies. I am planning on doing a kind of like a review once I've watched all of these movies and the features. There are the features that come with this disc on King Boxer, and the movies are stored on the kind of side page slits. So yeah, that is King Boxer. Disc 2 is The Boxer from Shangtung. There are the features. Disc 3 actually has 2 movies. You get the 5 Shaolin Masters and Shaolin Temple. And guys, if you have seen any of these movies, let me know which ones are some of your favourites. Disc 4 is Mighty Peking Man, which kind of looks like a King Kong ripoff, so it's not just martial art movies that are in this set. Disc 5, you get 2 movies. You get a Challenge of the Masters and Executioners from Shaolin on 1 disc. Very nice artwork. Disc 6 is the Chinatown Kid, which kind of looks more of a kind of like a 80s martial arts movie, more modern rather than the old school ones. Disc 7, you get 2 movies. You get The 5 Venoms and Crippled Avengers. Very nicely created set. Disc 8 comes with Heroes of the East and Dirty Ho, which I'm hearing is a favourite among many people who have picked up this set. And then you get some CDs from the movies of Shaolin Temple, Mighty Peking In and the Chinatown Kid. And the last disc is music from the 5 Venoms, Crippled Avengers and Dirty Ho. So yeah, you get 8 discs and 2 CD movie soundtracks. So we'll have a look at the 60-page book. So to the booklet, and contains these are the contents, a lot of info and some great photo stills from the movies from this set. Very new to the genre. Like I said, I was did grow up with the Chuck Norris, Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee movies, but these movies were a little bit hard to get from my VHS stores. They're kind of more low key. So yeah, some great info onto the Shaw Brothers movies. And you get some notes on the movies, the cast, a little bit of trivia notes. So this will be a fantastic eye-opener for the genre. And I could see them doing a volume 2 and possibly maybe a volume 3 if these sets get sold out. So But yeah, very nice set from Arrow Video. So guys, there you have it, a brief look at this Shaw Brothers Shaw Scope Volume 1 from Arrow Video, and the last item that I picked up in the month of April 2022. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and what I picked up. Till the next video, stay healthy and well out there, and as always, keep on collecting movies. Till the next video.
Go ahead. Make my day.